So like, where to feel me just. Technically it's just chatting. Basically you got 9 cameras, like every little remote control, the cameras, talk to chat. Like I asked audio separation in OBS. So you can stream the audio, but it won't go to the recording. It's a weird process. I never tried
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Bobby, and it's Beers and Bullshit time. Today we have a guest. This is our first go at having a guest, and it's Ollybuthuman. We're gonna find out more about him now. What's up, Ollie? How you doing, buddy? I've known you for a little bit. What's going on?
What's up, buddy? I'm doing okay, 9 hour stream later, I'm fucking exhausted.
Oh shit, you was on a 9 hour go.
Yeah. I started at 8:10, 8:15, something like that.
That's what's up. Damn,
Yeah.
that's
My
a
streams
long
are
day.
it's the content that I do here on Twitch is long content. Like even when I'm doing things alone, it's still like an hour at a time each.
I
So
saw you. You was playing Destiny, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty gnarly game. I play it on PlayStation. I haven't got it on the PC yet because the whole PC world is brand new to me.
Hey
Uh,
man, yeah, whatever you can play it on. It's all cross compatible. Fucking
yeah,
come
I'm
play
gonna
with us
I'm gonna
sometime.
get it on here. So that's my next one. I do enjoy that game. So tell us about yourself. What do you do? I know you're a streamer
Yep.
and you do some
I want to
art.
know I want to know what you know.
All right, I know
I'll fill in the gaps.
the things that I don't know a whole lot. I know that you stream on Twitch. I actually just found out that you stream on Twitch today when I
Mhm.
was trying to figure out people to bring on here. I was like, who could I bring on? And Trippy says, "Oh, you gotta get Ollie on there." And I was like, "That sounds like a plan." And I was like, "I didn't know you streamed, so I found your stream." But I knew you did like artwork and stuff, right? Like,
I
because you've
do.
done a few things for me,
Your
and
mic
you've
is
done a
muted in Is your mic muted in OBS?
shouldn't be. I'm picking up in OBS. Am I not picking up on your side?
Oh, you're picking up on my side. I'm just someone said they can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Not sure.
Oh no, that's
Do you
not
have
good.
the entire stream muted, kiddo?
I don't think so.
Oh no, not you, buddy.
I
Because
I
I can
just
hear you
yeah.
fine. Here, I'm in an ad right now, or I would check. We're good. Ray can hear us.
You can hear us
But
both.
yeah,
Okay, good.
I've been doing art my entire life. I consider my professional art life to have started around 11. That's when I sold my first piece.
Okay.
Um, and then I've been doing graphic design professionally for, I don't know, I'm 28, 11 years now. I started going to school for it when I was 17. Um, I started doing it on a regular basis for companies and friends and streamers when I was 19, maybe 20. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of my late teens, early 20s. Um, but most of what I do is just exist in the universe, and whatever is where my dopamine is what I do with my life.
That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do
Um,
it.
like I don't want to get too heavy, so please don't take this as like a big downer because it doesn't mean anything to me
No,
anymore, and I
that's what
don't want
we're
it to
here
mean
for.
anything to
That's what
you
we're
guys
here
anymore.
for.
But like I was homeless from 14 to 23,
Oh fuck.
so there was nothing for me besides make money to eat. Oh fuck yes, refills. Thank you,
Ah,
dear.
nice.
Um, there was nothing for me besides make money to eat, make sure that my brother ate, and don't kill myself.
Well, you've succeeded.
I have succeeded, and I did that by just doing whatever I had to stay happy. And as soon as I wasn't happy with something, I moved the fuck on.
That's the way to do it.
Life is too short for this shit. Like, thank you. You can have them for $45.
The glasses?
Yeah,
I love those glasses. I saw that the first time I was out here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate these fucking things.
Why?
They're so heavy and they're such a shitty, cheap plastic. The the lenses are scratched to shit, and all I did is exist in them. But it's because
Uh
they were supposed to be my cheap backup glasses.
right, right. And then the
When I say you can get them for $45, I mean I paid a total of $45. That's including shipping.
oh, well, that's good. That's good.
Like they are cheap, cheap.
Cheap,
Plus
cheap.
rainbow aesthetic is not my thing. Like I'm
No.
queer as a double rainbow, but the rainbow aesthetic is not my thing.
Right.
I am monochromatic. It is black and one color. That's my deal. That's how I have always dressed. I went to my first punk show when I was 6, got a mohawk cut in a bathroom by people I didn't know, and I had a mohawk
Yes.
until 2 years ago.
Oh, we got first time chatters in here. What's going on? How
Hey
y'all
yo.
doing? Superstar, I appreciate that.
We do make a perfect couple, you're right.
Back up those glasses. um, yeah, so we got I did that homeless thing too. A lot of people don't know about that, but I didn't do it for as long. I just did it for a few months.
And like it doesn't matter if it's 2
Oh,
days or 20
dude,
years.
you live
It
that
all
life. It's a
sucks.
Yeah, it
It all
does.
sucks. It doesn't matter how long you do it. If you have to spend any amount of time on the street
Yeah,
because you can't afford a house, you can't afford housing,
right.
that sucks. Full stop. If you didn't choose to be out there, it sucks.
Yeah, well, that's like mine. I kind of got run out of town a little bit, and I was tangled up in some kind of dark shit with
Sure, same, same.
a motorcycle club, and I had to get the fuck out of Dodge for a while, and I just came up and I was like, damn. I gotta go, and I made some girl drive me about halfway, and she's like, "I need to go back." I was trying to get to Charleston, South Carolina, and I made it to Petersburg, Virginia. And she's like, "I'm going back," and I was like, "What am I supposed to do? Like, my life's kind of on the line here. I have to go." So it is what it is, and I was like, "Well, you go back. I'm just gonna stay here." So I had a TV and a PlayStation, and I went and sold that, and then just
More choices.
had my got rid of those, and that was my money I had. And then I did a few other things and just was hanging out. So it was a very interesting couple of months for me. And then finally, I bowed out and I let my dad help me, and he brought me up into his place, bought me a bus ticket and shit, and got me back. So it was pretty wild.
And now here you are making life work for you.
Yeah, fuck everybody else. I just do my thing and have a good time. What's up, hit woman? How you doing?
And here we are. Very proud of you, man.
Thanks. And I'm proud of you. Like, I love your artwork. It's great. I saw a question in the chat. They asked about what your favorite piece of artwork that you've done is.
So I have a weird relationship with the word favorite.
Okay.
I try not to do them because I've realized that I don't like I can't like any one thing more than any other thing that I like, and I've learned that that's a part of being autistic. If I like something, it's my I put my whole fucking dick into liking it. That's it. It's a hyper focus for me. I either 100% it or I don't. Like I'm either there or I'm not. If I like something, that's all it is for me. It is everything it's supposed to be. And if
Mm-hmm.
it's not everything it's supposed to be, it's fucking trash and it
Dude,
was a waste of my time.
I'm a lot like that myself.
So like the piece that I did for you,
Yeah.
like I saw your picture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what picture that I used as a reference for it, but I was just like, I really want to work on this style again. I want to get back into using Illustrator for art instead of Photoshop. I want to get into more graphic style art,
Right.
graphic style portraits. And I was just like, you have a very fucking symmetrical face in a very asymmetrical way because
Okay.
like where you have asymmetry in your face is symmetrical with the other side of your face. So like where one thing sits kind of crooked, there is something on the other side that makes up in that weight,
Yeah.
like your tattoos.
Right.
Is that a cat?
It sounded like something broke.
It was probably a cat. It's fine. But like when you got the stars on the right side of your face, right?
Yeah.
It made up for the dermal piercing on your eye.
Right.
And I saw that and I was just like, what the fuck, dude?
Everything that.
There's something super fucking weird about your face in a good way,
Yeah.
and you just make up for it by having an asymmetrical hairstyle in a symmetrical cut,
Yeah. That's like
and
everything I do
everything
is
just kind
like
of fell into
offsetting
place.
something else. Because like I remember when thanks for the biddies, Marty.
A biddies.
So when I got my so I want to take this off for a second. So I've had this what do you call it forever, this like
The
cartilage
industrial.
piercing. So when I
Yeah.
went and I wasn't a big guy on piercings and shit, but then I was like, I want my nose pierced. So I went and she was like, "What side of your nose do you want?" And I was like, "Well, I want this side." And then I got my dermal, and that was like, so I've been bouncing back and forth. So then I went over to the tattoo, and then then I got this one. So now I need something else on this side. But
But it works. But like I saw that and I was just like, I need to do this. This is all I've been able to think about for the last 45 minutes, and I have no idea who this person is.
let
I know
me
that they're a content creator and they're dating Lydia, and that's literally all I know about Bobby Vivid. but I can't get his stupid fucking face out of my head. I need to draw it. And that's how it all is for me. I saw, like, have you seen the portrait that I did for Lydia last year?
I think so. Oh no. There we go. Sorry for that.
Um, I s-
I was trying to turn
Go
your
ahead.
mic up on.
Oh, if you need me to turn my mic up, I can do that too.
Yeah. I was trying to turn it up in the Discord, so
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
um but I don't know how.
It's okay. If you
Everybody's like,
right
I
click
could
my if you right click my name,
right click your name. There it is. There it is.
hey,
That's what we need to do. How's that? That should be better now.
is that better for you guys?
I
Do I
can
sound
hear
better?
you sound better to me. Okay, so you said you were homeless and then you did the schooling thing for art and whatnot. And
Um, I graduated high school when I was 15.
when you're
Lived in my car.
15,
Me and school didn't get along, so I found a way to get the fuck out.
hmm,
Um,
that works.
Graduated when I was 15. Started college 6 months later. I went for theater, business, and game design so I could try and figure out which way I wanted to go. By the time I was 21, I was teaching improv at the local community college, and I had 2 businesses under my belt, like purchased, operated, and sold.
Oh, that's awesome.
I am
Now,
currently at 9.
now, why are you selling your business? Are you selling them just because you don't want
Let's
them,
go
or are you
back.
getting good
Let's go
offers?
back to the art thing.
100%. Once you lose interest, it's gone.
If I'm not into it, I'm not into it. And we happen to live in a capitalist hellscape, so I'm going to make money off of the thing that I made amazing.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm so much in tune with that. I find it hard as a creator, because I like lately I've been really big into Twitch. Like I'm like learning everything I can about OBS. I'm learning about just different things and what to make things better and to have a good time and to make my streams better. And then, but my TikTok itself, which is where I got my start doing this whole creator platform thing,
Yeah.
is kind of hurting, because I'm not creating as much TikToks, and then it bounces around. Then I get on Instagram kicks, but like I love Twitch. I love this platform. I think it's an amazing platform. It's so much fun. Oh, we got a question in the chat. What kind of businesses have you had?
Okay. First business I ever ran was graphic design, just a freelance graphic design business when I was 16.
Hmm?
And then I got into practical effects because I started working at haunted houses during the fall.
Okay.
And then I realized I can do this outside of the October and like August, September months by
Yep.
just going to film schools and selling my skills there. So when
So
I would go to film, like practical effects, like monster effects, like blood spurt, like think anything that happened in the movie Alien with Sigourney Weaver.
yeah.
I learned how to do all of that shit with paper bags.
That's cool.
Um, I owned a film production company when I was going to school for film. That's where I learned all of this shit about lighting. And like that's the other main thing is like all of these businesses, whether they did anything good for me, whether they made any money, they were fun. And I take all of it into what I'm doing next. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like my camera is a Canon. I've got a Lumix in the corner, but when I started on Twitch, I used my cell phone. But I
Yeah.
had so many fucking lights that no one was able to tell that I wasn't using a DSLR.
Hmm.
I've got so many fucking lights. Like I've only got 2 on right now, but I have 2 more in this room alone. I've got the lights behind me. I've got the practical lights over there in Jeb. Like
What's a Jeb? Is that the
so
ghost?
the Pac-Man ghost. My community named him Jeb based
Ah,
on
okay.
the Minecraft developer.
Uh-huh.
If you name a sheep Jeb, it changes throughout the cycle of the rainbow.
Hmm.
So because this thing rotates through the colors, my community named my ghost Jeb.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Your lighting's pretty. Your lighting's insane. I see. I'm still learning all of that. I'm still figuring those parts out. And
Your
I,
lighting's good. The problem is you're too hot. You just got to turn the exposure down in your camera. Other than that, you're good.
you're gonna have to teach me how to do that.
That's easy.
Because I only
Easy.
have I don't know
But I'm
what
sure
this is.
Lydia could do it too.
It's a Canon or not a Canon. It's a Logitech 9 20 or
C920.
Yeah.
Yep. C920, baby. It's the go-to. It's the
You're looking
starter
at
webcam.
you're looking at me on a stream cam.
I'm looking at both.
Which one's
And
better, you think?
Your webcam that you use for Twitch, for sure.
Okay.
It's higher quality. It's higher quality for Twitch.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I was like, when I film like spicy videos, this one works better.
Sure.
I don't know why, but
hey man, whatever works.
Okay, so we got you up into your 20s, and what's life looked like for you in the past couple years? Like,
moving a lot.
Yeah.
More than I expected, because I thought I had found a place that was solid. I thought I found a relationship I was in for 5.5 years. I got a job at fucking Mod Pizza. Worked my way from starting the job, like, hey, you're late for my interview. I'm going to need you to give me this job, to taking over that job, working my way up to manager, getting told I'm going to be the general manager, shattering my hand on the job during a blackout because my back broke and I don't remember doing it, and then losing my job because I broke the fridge. Like, I broke the refrigerator. Instead of them saying, hey, are you okay? You broke your hand. No, they said, hey, you put a hole in our fridge.
And that's what they got mad about.
Yeah.
That's absurd. Corporate society sucks.
But then shortly after that, I got dumped after trying to open up my relationship, to try and fix my relationship. Don't open up your relationship. Right. If you are not already polyamorous or into ethical non-monogamy, don't fucking do it to save your relationship. As a polyamorous person, it's how you ruin your fucking relationship. But, time out, caveat there. If you think your relationship's time is ending and you are trying to be the better person and give your partner a way out that does not make either of you a bad person, open up your fucking relationship so both of you can see that you're better for each other or better for someone else.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense a lot. When I have so many friends that like decided to open their relationship or have threesomes or whatever, and then those to save their relationships, the shit spiraled, crash, and burned so fast. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, the big part of that is those specific words, to save the relationship.
Yeah, if you're trying to save,
if you need to save it, it's over.
Yeah,
and that's okay. But we're taught from a young age, from generations past, that it's not okay. Right. That you need to save the nuclear family. You need to stay together unhappy regardless of what anyone else says.
Dude.
Like, all relationships have a timeline. Some of them are decades long, 60, 80, 90 years long. Some relationships are 3 weeks. Some relationships are 12 hours. And that's okay. Enjoy the relationship while you have it, and that's it. Don't resent somebody because you both fell out of love with each other, whether it's platonic, romantic, or sexual. There's no reason to hate somebody you once loved unless they actually did something to scorn you. And falling out of love with somebody is not something that is scorning anybody. You don't have control over that.
Yeah, that's insane. Because I've like, or you have relationships that are like, you know what, we're gonna be polyamorous and we're gonna go out and we're gonna fuck up the world and we're gonna do all kinds of crazy shit. And then you realize that, yeah, you're not polyamorous, that monogamy is what that relationship is, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, you know, I live it. So, especially with the job I do. And
like, that's one of the best parts. It's like, especially with the job you do, being ethically non-monogamous.
Yeah.
Is not
polyamory.
Intrinsically the same thing as being polyamorous. Polyamorous is a part of the umbrella term that is ethical non-monogamy. It's almost impossible to be in sex work and not be ethically non-monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. It's not impossible. We see it all the time. There's a lot of very prolific porn stars who are, I will work with my husband and my husband only.
Right.
And like, that's fine. They both make fucking millions of dollars.
Yep.
Because everyone knows what to expect when they show up. That's one of the weird things about porn is it has to be a safe space. You have to know what you're getting into. No one wants to fucking experiment with porn. Are you kidding?
No, no, experimenting is
I'm not gonna
it's
go
dead
onto
weight.
a fucking porn site and be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna watch a category I've never even thought about before.
Yeah, I've
No.
done that. I've done that.
Now, I'm saying the average person.
I
Cause like there are people because like there's people who are looking to find what they're into.
right,
That's different.
yeah, yeah. I'm always looking to expand my brain or my sexuality. I guess. I turn things like I'm like, huh. Well, it's like a few weeks ago. What's up? Happy birthday, Nerf. Uh, I turn
Hey,
I turned my I was just like kissing on Lydia and I was working down her body and I was like, huh. So I kissed her feet and like put her toes in my mouth. And turns out she loves that shit. And neither one of us had any clue, but now we know. Now we know.
you want to know why that is? Like why people are into feet?
Let's hear it. I'm curious if you got an explanation on this.
I do. It's actually a lot to do with the parts of your brain and where they are in the brain. The
Yeah.
part that recognizes body parts and the part that feels sexual sensations are
Yeah.
right next to each other. The part that recognizes what feet are is the part that touches the part that has sexual feelings.
Huh. That's interesting.
That's why the foot fetish is the most common in human beings.
Hmm. That's that's very very good to know. Hold on, what's this comment? I want to be monogamous, but my husband doesn't care and has a girlfriend. He rules. We'll come back because I can't get out. I need him to financially support me and our son. Um, man, that's a tough one to
I'm gonna be
discuss.
honest. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
let's hear it, Ollie.
It's a lot to dump on a content creator.
That's what I'm here for.
And
Well,
like I
right now.
understand that and like that's it's I just want to start with it's a lot to dump on a content creator because a lot of people don't have the emotional capacity to deal with their own
Right.
issues, let alone help anyone else.
Mhm.
But and like especially since this isn't my channel, I've had to convince myself before even opening the call with you today that I need to rein myself back because where like on my channel we are very big on if you need to talk about something, I need you to fucking give everyone in this chat a chance to say I don't have the energy to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. Well, you're here. No, Willow,
No,
don't be
no,
quiet. Don't be
don't be
quiet.
quiet. We're having a conversation. I'm just making sure that you are aware because I, as a content creator who is not a prolific content creator who's sponsored by the platforms that I'm on, am not, and as an autistic man, am not afraid to tell people, hey, that wasn't cool. Let's
Right.
talk about it. It's okay. Let's make it a learning experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No, that's fine. But I kind of do want to like touch on
like we
this a
do
little
want to
bit.
help. Like we are human beings with hearts. We do want to help. My point was just make sure that people are okay to hear the trauma before you just
Mm.
trauma dump on content creators
Right.
because
Right.
we're we're people
Yeah. There's a
and
lot of
like
people out there that would not don't want to talk about it, but like this is on my in my world. Like if you're not as long as you're not coming to me and telling me you want to like take a walk off the deep end, I'm okay with it. Like I don't want you to come here and tell me that you're
go
gonna
talk to a therapist.
jump off a bridge. That one I'm gonna probably just type the number that needs to be called in the chat and that'll be that. But like
Like please for the love
your
of God.
question is very I feel it's very valid in the conversation we were having. Um,
Absolutely.
and so let's break it down because people are going to hear this that aren't going to be able to see your comment. So I want to be monogamous. I want to be monogamous, but my husband doesn't care and has a girlfriend. He rules the relationship because I can't get out. I need him to financially support me and our son. I have one. I have comments to make on it, and this comes with commenting on here. You may not like what I have to say. you're
a lot of the advice you need, you are not going to want to hear.
yeah. If your husband, he obviously married you, so he did love you at one point or another. Now the question is, were you guys monogamy from the get-go, and was he poly from the get-go, or was he thinking like that from the get-go? Because if he wasn't, that's a big problem, because that just means he's just dragging you along, and that's what it sounds like from the comment. Now the hero is a relationship because you can't get out and you need him to financially support you and your son. That I don't know your specific scenario, so I'm going to very much generalize this. If you are not on disability, if you are not disabled, there's no reason you can't get out there and get a job and work. Again, I don't know your situation, so I can't. I don't take this as an attack, but like, I think anybody, if you want something bad enough, you're going to figure out how to get it. So,
and there is a better way to word that.
Yeah, word that better for me. I'm very clear cut. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like, there's nothing wrong with being blunt, but there's also there's a way to word that that's not dismissive.
I don't know.
And like, I know you aren't meaning to be, is the reason that I'm saying this the way I am, is if you want to be able to support you and your son, there are ways to do that. The only way to do that, first and foremost, is to not be with your fucking husband.
Yeah. Even if,
and like, we don't know the entire situation. We know 15 words of your personal life.
mm-hmm.
So please, by all means, deal with what you need to deal with. And please, for the love of God, talk to a therapist. But he's monogamous. He just doesn't care about me and doesn't see our relationship as a relationship. Leave.
Yeah.
I know it sounds hard. I know it sounds like the most impossible thing on the fucking planet. It's not.
Sounds to me like he's just cheating, Stacy. But what I would do is find a family, find a friend, go stay with them. And there's so many programs and other things. If you get with me on the sideline, I can send you some links and stuff to help you. But like, even like, this is, from what I'm hearing, this is emotional. You don't drive or have anywhere to go. Yeah.
And like, this is where okay, so this is where it gets to be rough. This is why I started this the way that I started this, is please don't do this to content creators, because I'm going to put an end to this conversation. Now, I don't have the energy to have this conversation with people that I don't know and respectfully give a fuck about. I love you as a human being, from human being to human being. I wish you and your son the best. You're making excuses for yourself, and that's all I can say. There are people who will help.
Oh, well,
you just got to look for it.
Yeah,
but I am going to request that we please, for the love of God, change this conversation.
We are going to change this conversation. My beer is empty, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll continue on a new conversation, guys. So let's take a little breather, and we'll come right back.
No, you're good. This happened.
Can't believe I found you, baby. Come alive. Loving you like we're dancing in moonlight. Wanna waste our time in the moonlight. Wrap me up all night in the moonlight. Wanna waste our time in the moonlight. Wrap me up all night in the moonlight.
right, Ollie's grabbing himself a brewski. I got mine, and everything's okay, guys. So, what's happening? What else is going on in the world? Callie, you got your galaxy hair done. That's awesome. Send me pictures in the Discord. Hi, Mac Rock. What's happening? How you doing? We're just hanging out with Ollybuthuman. He's pretty cool. Very interesting individual. But oh man, what happened today? What did I do today? I haven't talked about. Oh, that's a big one. Well, I appreciate you, Mac Rock. Appreciate you hanging out. All right, so we're back here. How do you get rid of hiccups? Hold your breath. What's your middle name? I don't know. I know how to do it in person. I don't know how to do it not in person. Let's go, Desiree. What's happening? How are we doing today, love? But yeah. So, all right. So let's get back to you, but my friend. So we talked about the relationship stuff. Where who's muted? Oh, I don't know why it's muting my. You talk again.
Hello?
You're back.
Hello.
I had that audio muted.
Right. Opened up my relationship. She ended up just leaving me for the person that she ended up dating. And that's fine. Cool. Right. I deep dove into TikTok, making videos about my dog just as a place to get away. Right.
Right.
And I cultivated a small community around my dog. And like I would talk to people in the comment section and be like, they would ask how their day was. I started to see people on a regular basis. You know, the content creator story.
Yeah.
But then I started asking questions. I started talking to people. And then I started doing TikTok proper. I started actually making TikToks, not just being some weird 26-year-old who was taking videos of his fucking dog. And then I jumped up to 29,000 followers in fucking 2 months.
Nice.
And then I took a break because I was starting to lose my mind a little bit because I was realizing my lease was ending. I needed to find a place to live, and my car wasn't registered because COVID had hit, and I couldn't get into a DMV. I found a room to rent. I got a movement permit for my car. My ex took my fucking dog back. I almost fought somebody and went to prison. That's a different story. What kind of dog? She was an Alaskan Husky. A beautiful, all white, baby blue eyes, gorgeous animal. Everything I ever wanted in a dog. Anyway, and then during that, I ended up meeting someone who would become my best friend. You guys, on TikTok in sex work, you might have seen AK in Trouble. Her name is AK. Shh, it's AK.
I feel like I may have.
I'm not going to say her name. It's obviously, secret for a reason.
Screen names
but,
are
fine. Yeah, screen names exist for a reason. But I made a video and I said happy birthday on her birthday, and then she sent me a message and said, "Give me your snap. I want to talk to you." And we became friends, and we spent every day talking. And then she told me, "Hey, I have to move to Washington, and the person who's supposed to move with me can't move for another 6 months. Do you want to just move with me?" Making a joke, right?
Nice.
And I said, "Cool, let's go." I was living in the Bay Area of California at the time.
Okay.
I didn't know where the fuck I was going to live. So I talked to a friend that I had met from TikTok, and I said, "Hey, I'll give you $50 if you come pick me up. And you drive me down to LA. I'll buy you whatever you need. Gas along the way, food along the way, gas for back." Got down to LA, grabbed a truck, moved both of us back up through the Bay Area, put my shit in the truck, moved up to Washington.
Nice.
I had known AK for 2.5 months.
And
She is still to this day my best friend.
is that who we saw in the background there?
No, that's my partner Rose. They are a wonderful human being that I met within the last year and a half. They gave me a place to live when our landlord fucked us over. That's a whole different story. That's a lot of personal. But no,
Okay.
my partner Rose is a beautiful, wonderful human being.
Okay.
But AK changed my life. I didn't know where I was going to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to live in my car again. And she said, hey, as a joke, like that's the big thing here is she said it as a joke. Like, hey, you want to just move to Washington with me? You're not sure where you're going to live in a couple of months. And my roommate's not going to be up there for 6 months. So I don't want to live alone. Do you want to just come with me? And I said, cool. When are we leaving?
And then there you were, found yourself, and you're still like in the Washington state, right?
Yeah, I'm in the greater Washington area currently. But like ever since I moved up here, my life has changed for nothing but the better. Like, sure, I've had my ups and downs. I had fucking landlords sell the house out from under us. I had to move fucking 7 hours to a different city because of whatever fucking reason. But like, I've lived a life where I have made $600,000 in 2 months, and I have made $7 in 9 months.
Yeah.
And I have never been happier than I am right now.
I agree with you. I feel like I feel like we're a lot more similar than I even like thought. Like, because I've moved around, I've done job after job. I've just trying to find my place in this world, and up until the past 2 years, when I started doing the social media thing, like I love this. I love interacting with people. I love, and this gives me everything I want to do. Um, it's just an awesome feeling is to be happy and content in what you're doing and where you're at. And how old are you, Ollie?
I'll be 29 this November.
Oh, so you're closer to my age than most people I talk to. 'Cause I'm 34.
No, same.
I'm
Same.
34, so it's like a lot of people. I'm typically the oldest guy in the room a lot of times, and people look at me and they're like, "You have this crazy story about like you were." I was in the military, then I was in a motorcycle club. I had a kid when I was in high school. Like I got this whole story, and like it's crazy. And now here I am sitting on the internet, making my money on the internet. And I'm like,
Yep.
if you'd have told me this 2.5 years ago, I'd have laughed in your face. I'd have just laughed in your face because I would have never thought about it. I would have never been like, oh, I could make money online. You're gonna get naked online and people are gonna pay for it. Or you're gonna do this and you're gonna be streaming on Twitch, and I'd be like, what the fuck is Twitch? I didn't know what Twitch was up until like March. I heard of it, but I never all I ever knew was it was a gaming platform, and
it's so much more than that.
So much more than that. So much more than that. You got guys like me, and like I rarely game on here. Every now and again, I do it just for. Like I'll be like, I'm gaming. I might as well stream, But
Yeah.
like this is what I like. This is what I love talking to people. I love hanging out. Yeah, I was in the military. I was in the Navy for 6 years, and
I would say thank you for your service, but I'd rather say my condolences because rip, Doug.
at this point in time, I'm disgusted that I ever put a uniform on for this country. So. With everything that's been going on.
Honestly, I'm disgusted. It never crossed my mind.
Yeah. All right. So we're coming up on an hour here. So,
Sure.
where do you want to see yourself doing in the next, say, 5 years? Like, what do the next
Same
5
shit.
years look for you? Just doing
Same
this? Just, you want to grow anything in particular? You want to grow on Twitch? You want to grow on
If I can get
art
to a point, if I can get to a point where I stress less about my rent,
Mhm.
That's all I care about.
Do you have any?
Because it's not it's not even a me thing. You know what I mean? Like my partner carries most of the financial weight because they have a really good job. They're in like animal medicine. Like they're as close to a neuroscientist as you can get without being a neuroscientist. They're a primate behavioralist.
Oh, that's fun.
Like
I have no idea what that means, but that sounds like
they study they are you know what a psychologist is, right? Like a human psychologist. They study how humans work and why humans do what humans do.
Mm-hmm.
They do that, but for monkey.
Oh, that sounds very. They probably understand more about what's going on in the world than we do.
Yes. If I can do anything to continue to make the space that I make as safe for the people that I make it for. What's up, kid?
That's my daughter.
If I can continue to make this safe as space for people as I do for the people that I make it safe for, and expand that to other people and like teach people to do that for other people, and not have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna be able to fucking pay rent and eat.
Yeah,
that's all I want. Because I'm doing everything that I want to do. I have close personal relationships with damn near every single person that is active in my community. I don't have a giant fucking community of hundreds of thousands of people that I couldn't tell you their first names.
Sometimes smaller is better. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch to the be right back again.
Yeah, no. Do what you gotta do.
Can't believe I found you, baby. Come alive. Loving you like we're dancing in moonlight. Wanna waste our time in the moonlight. Wrap me up all night in the moonlight. Wanna waste our time.
Sorry about that. Kiddo
No
popped in, had a question.
Parents got a parent, man.
But yeah, sometimes smaller is better. Now, do you commission your work? Do you take commission pieces?
Maybe once a year.
I mean, do you take them though?
Maybe once a year.
So you don't like
my commissions are about $900 to $1,500 a piece generally.
Okay. So
depends on what it is.
So is it once a year that people ask you for it, or is it once a year that
it's once a year that I take a commission that someone asks about?
Okay, that's the question I was trying to get to. I just say because
like
your artwork's
it's a lot.
Great.
It's a lot. It depends on what you need, but like I don't know you on a close personal level, but I do consider you a friend. You are the significant other of someone who is a close personal friend of mine. If you need work, you're as good as family. You let me know what you need, we work something out. That's not a commission. That's friends helping friends.
I was thinking more for the community, for like people that are watching this and seeing this, if how they can help support you.
If you want question. If you want to support me, come watch me on Twitch, come watch me on TikTok, come learn how to play D&D. That's what I do primarily. Okay. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since 1999.
Before it was on a computer.
Yeah. 1999. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons back when Thaco was a thing. I started playing in 2nd edition. Second edition AD&D. I was taught by my uncles against my will. And now I teach it because it is one of my favorite things. And let's circle back to what I said about favorites at the beginning of this. I don't do favorites.
Right.
Dungeons and Dragons is one of my favorite things.
Oh, okay. I'll hop in and do a campaign sometime.
So back there, you'll see dice, minis. I've got a stack of books behind my chair. My entire TikTok account is about teaching people who have never played D&D and like never touched any of it how to play D&D. That's the entire point of my TikTok channel.
Okay.
It's because everyone, like every time I ever saw someone talk about how to play D&D, everyone's just like, so you got to buy this book, you got to buy this book, and you got to buy this book, and then you got to sit down with your friends and you got to watch this YouTube video, and like that's fucking stupid. Dungeons and Dragons is free. The rules are available on on the website on wizardsofthecoast.com. You can get the rules for free. You can steal a pencil from Michael's and you can get paper from anywhere. Sit down and play the fucking game. It's free. It's an imagination game. The rules don't matter that much. That's my whole thing, is making sure people play D&D. But if you want to support me, watch my content. That's it. Come hang out. Come get to know me. Ask me questions. Let me get to know you. If you want to support me financially, there's fucking links where links go. I don't care about that. Fuck, I'm not gonna ask you to do that. If you want to give me money, that's on you. I'm not gonna ask you for that. I've got people that give me money. The more people that show up, the more people like those people exist. It's law of averages. If you want to support me, if you want to help me, hang out. Come talk to me. Do shit like this. So fucking sit down and have a beer.
Let's go through your socials.
Olly, they are the same everywhere.
Ollybuthuman everywhere. TikTok, Twitch. You're on Instagram. It's the same. I only know that because I just pulled you up.
And everywhere that matters, it's the same thing.
Good. All right, Olly. Well, I think that is plenty for us today. It's Friday. It's beers and bullshit. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk to you soon, my friend. You got any last pieces of knowledge or anything you want to share with anybody?
Unless you have an outro, I'm just gonna do the same thing I always do on mine.
I don't have an outro yet. So what do you do?
Be good to each other. Be good people, and more importantly than anything, be good to yourself.
Yes, I love it. Have a good one, Olly. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thanks for coming.